Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rachal Kadash. I want to give double honors to our apostles, to our elders who rule well. I want to say blessings and salutations to you brothers out there enduring truth, sincerity. Now, this is a little quick lesson I ran across I seen a video on Facebook, so I want to get into this little snippet here. And as you can see, this is Iuic, and they got a little march going on the shallow site. You know, it looks glorious. You know what I'm saying? They squad up, they deep, they all in uniform. And speaking of uniform, they all marching in military formation or a military style, doing a military chant. And this right here, man, regardless of how niggas see it, is you're doing it. GMS is hating, and why can't everybody come together? Look, man, the Lord ain't with this. When have the disciples marched in this fashion, or any other followers marched in this fashion around Rome or around any other captivity besides the walls of Jericho, man? You know what I'm saying? This here looks good, but it's vain. Okay, so I want to get a scripture to top it off, and we'll end it right there. Yeah, I would like to mention, before we move on and segue, that shit wooed her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, see what they do when they come together. What did they do? March? And see, IUIC in a lot of different camps are doing things for eye service and to be spoken well of, but the scriptures tell you, woe when men speak well of you. A prophet's not accepted in his own city. That this is nothing but a tactic of showboating and getting carnal people. Now let's get straight into the scriptures. Now in Matthew 23, it says, then spake Yahushua to the multitude, 23:1. Then Yahushua spake to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe. Yeah, because whatever things IUIC speak that's according to the scriptures, that's you respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's the Most High's word. Nobody has a bias that everything that they say is wicked. You know what I'm saying? If they're on point, they're on point. If they're not, they're not. Which in this case, that marching ain't on point. It says, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. Now, them IUIC in particular, they probably do certain things like that, shave their head and do certain things and tell people that they got to keep the commandments. But in particular, this verse, like Comfy, I tell you, be extorting you, and then tell you got to be a man of the Lord to go to the church and work part-time shifts, which I know personally, one of the a fallout of their camp told us this, So, but continuing on, it says, but all their works they do for, which is verse 5, but all their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms at feasts and the chief seats in the synagogue, and greetings in the market, and to be called of men, Rabbi, Rabbi. Look at all those black men, and they're walking up, grabbing the camera and wanting to talk to her and things like that. All these is to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Like the scripture say, lead away silly women. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, like where are they going? Where are they marching to? What is going to be effective of this? If somebody was in the prophecies and really into the will of the Most High, like shit, it's not time. It's not time to go up against Esau. Like, why are y'all in military formation chanting? This ain't for the Most High. This ain't to glorify the Most High. Because when the woman came up to him, they didn't even tell her the name. They didn't even tell her name. They didn't tell her, You know, they just basically like a church, hey, come showing off what they can do and showing off what they are and saying, hey, come join us. Glorifying themselves, man. This is a self-glorification thing that's presented as exalting the Most High, and she don't know what the hell this is about, you know? Yeah. She all she knows is a bunch of black men's coming together and marching. She don't know what religion, what background, anything of that nature. All she knows is just a bunch of men coming together and chanting in military formation. Anybody would want to know, what's the point here? What's the agenda here today? But that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, this is a vain action to show off in front of people. But outside of that, I want to say call hello to y'all by Shimi Al Shai, by Shimmer Call Kadash Barakathum, double honors to apostles / elders who rule well. Blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. The sincere Ahabathum Sequoiam. Shalom.